Hi everybody, I never thought that I would be saying this in a video, but welcome to week 4. So my name's Kaylin, I'm 19 years old, and this by no means was planned at all. Actually quite a shock. I figured that I would document it. Like I said, it wasn't planned. I have been planning to go to college. I've been working on that, as well as getting a new job and moving out. So this was just something that was like, surprise. But anyway, like I said, I wanted to document this. So if you enjoy watching it, thanks. But let me just get started. This is going to be weeks 1 through 4. So basically how I found out that I was pregnant. And I'll do a separate video on how people reacted, etc., etc. But I have my iPod right here with notes that I made yesterday so I could get this video done and I wouldn't forget anything. So I got my positive test yesterday, August 25th, at 3 weeks and 6 days. I have them right here. I took these two. One was an 88-cent one from Walmart because I didn't want to waste too much money. And then I got the Equate, like the equivalent to First Response, but I got the Walmart version, and I did these ones at 2 in the afternoon. So here's the first one. I don't know if you can see. Oh yeah, you can see the line. So there's the first one. And this one was taken at 2:10 p.m. And this is the second one. And for some reason, I thought that this one was going to have a plus sign. So I was with my friend at the time, and I go, this isn't right. I go, there's no cross or a plus sign. I'm waiting for the plus. She looks and she goes, Kaylin, there's only supposed to be 2 lines. And that's when I really freaked out. And then I took another one because it didn't feel real. I don't know if anyone has experienced that, but it just did not feel real. So this was at 6 p.m. So there's that one. So those are the 3 tests that I took yesterday, and it still kind of feels a little surreal. So yeah, I freaked out a little bit, but in the past like 24 to 48 hours, or not 48, 12 to 24 hours, I feel like my life was like right here, like it's doing really good to whoop, let's turn it around and flip it upside down. So I did not expect this whatsoever, but my first doctor's appointment is on September 30th at 10:15 a.m. and that is at 9 weeks. My doctor's office likes to do it between 8 and 10, and so I did it right slap dab in the middle at 9. So I guess I'm gonna go over my symptoms. I'm still trying to figure out how I want to do these videos, but for now I'm just gonna go over the symptoms of how I kind of knew I was pregnant. So the first one that I really remember was moodiness. Nobody was safe for me. I was mean to everyone, and I know this might not be a funny story to everyone, but it's kind of funny to me now. There's 2 of them. My mom, I really snapped at my mom twice. She had gotten the mail and she was bringing it up to me, and she was at the bottom of the stairs. She's been having health issues, so climbing the stairs really bothers her and stuff like that. So she was like, Kaylin, I have something for you. And it made me mad, and I was like, I have something for you too. It's called my middle finger. And I would never talk to my mother like that. And I kind of thought back and I was like, what did I just say? And then another instance, we were sitting on the couch and my friend was over. And she had whispered over to my friend that I always leave dishes out. And because I had left a bowl out from dinner that I hadn't picked up yet. And I got all upset and I was like, tell me what it is. Why won't you tell me? My mom's like, I'm not going to tell you. And so I turned to her and I was like, stop being a little bitch. And for the world of me, I don't know why I said it to her. Obviously, I was a little bit moody, but I would never talk to my mother like that. So that was one of the things that really stood out to me. So another thing was sensitive nipples. I know a lot of people don't like to hear about boobs, nipples, whatever, but I'm gonna be real with you guys. The good, bad, ugly, and disgusting, it's gonna come out of my mouth. And a lot of people said the sides of their boobs hurt. Mine didn't. It's just the nipple. So it's kind of like it stings. And honestly, I had like a stinging feeling. It felt like lightning bolts. That's the best way I could describe it, but it kind of hurt, and I'd never felt that before, so I was kind of thrown off by it, but I didn't think anything of it because when I get my period, they hurt as well, so it wasn't anything new to me. Twinges. So in my lower abdomen / pelvis area, people say tugging. It didn't remind me of tugging. It was kind of like twitching, or I don't know how to explain it. It's like a weird cramp, but it's not crampy. That's the best way I can personally describe it. Headache and nausea and sensitive sense of smell, all three go together. So there was one night a couple nights ago when I first started getting nauseous, and I was falling asleep and I had a headache at the same time, and I felt pretty nauseous. So once I woke up the next morning, I felt kind of okay. And then 2 nights ago we had tacos for dinner, and I put onions on my taco. It was fine. It tasted good. And then I went to go put everything away, and I smelled the onions and I just got nauseous. So that was something that kind of threw me off. And then yesterday morning before I tested, I go on runs because I'm doing Couch to 5K, and I had started doing the 3-minute run, and I all of a sudden felt really nauseous, and I was going to stop, but I pushed myself through it because I wanted to finish the set that I was doing. But that's what really was like, Kaylin, you better go get a test. So yesterday we went to Walmart and I got a test, and the rest is history. And cramping. I usually cramp before I get my period. However, this was a different type of cramp. It was more of like a burning feeling. So I chalked it up to getting my period, which was keeping me from testing. But the day before my period, I decided to test, and there it was. And it was kind of weird because I tested on, I track my cycles. I've tracked my cycles since I got my period. I've just been taught to. So on cycle day 24 and 25, I tested, and they came back negative. So I didn't think anything of it. I thought it's negative. And then when I tested yesterday and got a positive, I kind of freaked out. So that's basically my symptoms for the past like 4-ish weeks. There's not really much to report. I'm surprised I even got as many as I did. But I'm just in total and complete shock. Another thing I was thinking of doing is setting up a poll for all of my subscribers, if I get any. And that poll is to guess baby's weight, gender. I don't know if it does name. I know it does length and weight and birth date. So it's all like the stats for the baby. So I might set that up, and if I do, I'll put a link down below so you guys can check it out and put in your guesses. But I'm gonna set up a prize for whoever's right when he or she is born. And speaking of that, a lot of people are gonna ask about intuition, and I have a feeling it is a baby boy, but we'll see. And lastly, I do have a lot of support from my family and friends, and I know a lot of you are going to ask, what about the baby's dad? We're not together. We were just really good friends. I told him yesterday, and I'll do a separate video on that, but things are kind of rocky at the moment, so I just don't know. So I can't really give you any answers if I don't have any answers myself. So that is basically it. Thank you guys for watching my week 4 update. This is kind of weird to be doing this, but yeah. I think I might bunch together week 5, 6, and 7 or something like that. I'll go by what happens throughout the week. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. I love new friends and I need new friends, or else I will see you in the next video. Bye!